All right, good evening, people. We got Chris from New York here. So we're going to do a product review, unboxing, and initial impression of this ATEMPOWER, whatever you want to call it, solar trailer breakaway system. Model AP3BAS. Oh, clean energy by smart way. I can already tell. It's brought to us by our good dear friends in China. Output voltage 10 to 14.6 volts. Output current maximum 10 amps. Input voltage 20 volts max. Operation temperature negative 20 to 60 degrees Celsius. That's a pretty good range because most lithium ion batteries don't work below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is well, I guess I don't know the conversion to Celsius, but yeah, I mean, this doesn't work that cold. 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, just so you know. Solar panel wattage, 0.63 watts, so it's a little over half amp. 3 ampere hour battery, and it weighs 572 grams for whoever, uses that measurement. So let's open it up. All right. I got some goodies. Got the wires. There it is. And we got a manual. Throw that stuff aside. User manual. So, about us. Oh, they were born in June of 2017. Yeah. At ATEMPOWER, we stay true to our DNA by prioritizing technological innovation designed to improve our products and striving to provide excellent customer care because we are motivated to explore the limits of solar power. All right, so it gives you the same crap. Warranty 3 years, wire gauge 18, waterproof IP65. Well, we'll see about that. Because I've read complaints on Amazon where I got it, and the reviews that everybody says they get water in here, so we'll see. Basic installation gives you a wiring diagram. I mean, I can't read that. So let's put it under the microscope here. Let's zoom into that. And back out just a little bit. All right. Let's focus that down. So even with a microscope, let me get some light right there. So even with a microscope, it is printed so small that you can actually see the dots from the ink, how it was printed. So yeah, so the blue wire is your electric brake, obviously. The white wire, which you can even barely see, you can't even see it on real life. Yeah, my nasty finger, sorry. There's actually a white wire on this picture there. That's your ground, your white wire. And they say 12-volt battery is red or black. Well, most American trailer hitches, North American stuff is going to be black for your constant 12-volt. All right. So let's get back to reviewing this wonderful thing. So we're going to look at the breakaway switch. Now, China notoriously produces cheap garbage breakaway switches that are no good. All right, so that's, let me take a different screwdriver here. So yeah, that is magnetic. So that's regular steel. Let's see. I am going to strip back the wire here and see if I could see what kind of wire it is. So it is tinned. I'm going to kind of cut it at an angle, kind of sloppily, so I can see whether it's got any copper in it. And we'll zoom in again. If this thing wants to zoom in. So I do not see any copper. I don't see any copper color on there. Let me try just scraping through the tin because it looks like tinned wire. All right, so there is absolutely no copper on that wire. It breaks very easily, so this is probably, yeah, it doesn't say on here, it just says PVC jacket, 105 degrees, 600 volts, FTI. Yeah, it's not saying what the wire is, but I mean, it feels light as can be, and yeah, it's just not saying anything on here. It's really, it doesn't feel right, and if you move the strands of wire, they break off very easy. So this is most likely aluminum wiring. It has no business being on a trailer or out in the weather. I mean, this stuff doesn't even have business being in a house. So right there, not good. So this breakaway switch, for those of you who don't know, this bolts to the trailer, and this cable here connects to where your safety chains go on your truck. And if the hitch fails in any way and the trailer pulls away, that pulls out of the switch. There's a set of contacts in here that makes contact and feeds power to your trailer brakes from this breakaway battery module. All right. Again, magnet test. All right, those terminals in there, they're magnetic, so they're going to rust if water gets in here. All right, so they are only relying on a chintzy little O-ring, if I can get it off of here. Yeah, so they're only relying on this little O-ring to make this waterproof. That's it. That's the only thing that's keeping the water out. And my experience with waterproofing in general, O-rings, they're great at keeping water inside the thing they're supposed to keep from getting water in it. Would I use this? Maybe I'd use the cable. Nothing else. Junk. Now, here's the unit. Oh, sorry. Oh, came with a full charge. It's got a nice test feature on there. It's got the solar panel on the top. It feels pretty beefy, feels pretty good. Doesn't tell us really anything else on here other than 38.4 watt hours for the battery. Everything else is the same as what I read there. So let's just quickly, the blue wire goes to your trailer brakes, so it goes to that switch and then to your trailer brakes. Black wire is 12 volts. White wire is ground. These appear to be the same kind of crappy aluminum wires. They don't feel, it's not like a nice copper wire. So I'm just going to hook up some 12 volts to it real quick and see if the charge light comes on. So black is positive. All right, and we do get a charge light, so it is charging. Yeah, and you can check it. So that's cool. Now, initial thoughts on waterproofing. Yeah, that's just not a tight fitting rubber grommet. As you can see, I could fit this Torx driver in there with the wires, so it's not a tight fitting rubber grommet. All right, so T15. Oh, come on. All right, so let's take this same magnetic screwdriver. All right, those are stainless steel. Cool. So those aren't going to rust. All right. So we have a lithium iron phosphate battery here. And no real waterproofing. They are relying on a little piece of plastic that is a raised ridge piece of plastic right here, going along with my finger. It's a raised ridge. They're relying on that fitting in this slot here to make it waterproof. Along with this ill-fitting, I mean, that thing just spins around, slides up and down the wire. I mean, that doesn't fit tight at all. So if you have this positioned in your truck like this, and you're driving down the road and it's raining and the rain is coming off your back tires and it's going right into that right there, filling this unit up with water. There's no drain holes in the bottom of this, so this is going to fill up with water. Lithium ion batteries don't particularly care for water, by the way. All right, so it looks like we have a temperature sensor on here. We have our battery management system. We have our 1, 2, 3, feels like 4 pretty large cells in here. So here's your battery connector and all the other connectors on here. So of course everything, okay, these screws are steel, which means they will rust. Everything that's printed, screen printed on the circuit board is printed in Chinese. So it's, get back here. So it's definitely made in China, the circuit board. Now you always want to be careful when taking apart energized things like this. You know, I could unplug the battery. But you don't want to drop the screw and create a short circuit inside here. Alright, so let's let the smoke out or let the magic out, one of the two. Alright, so it appears that the solar panel is just glued down. Yep, I can push on it and I can feel it move on my fingers. So the solar panel is just glued down around the edges here with just a sealant or glue that's probably going to let go, I don't know, year or two in the sunlight, the hot sunlight, especially if you live down south. Your standard microcontroller on here, battery management system, voltage booster. Yeah, it's all standard. There's no conformal coating on here. Conformal coating is a coating that they put on equipment to make it somewhat more waterproof. So if moisture does get in the system, it's not going to ruin anything. They have the temperature sensor to sense the battery temperature and also the temperature of the voltage boosting system in here. So overall, not too impressed. It's not very waterproof. I don't know what the waterproof rating, the IP68 or whatever it was, I don't know what that waterproof rating is supposed to, entail. But I can tell you right now, I'm not going to put it back together until I put a good bead of silicone around here. Drill at least 1, maybe 2 holes in the base of it, very, very small weep holes to let the water out if anything gets in there. Excuse me. Yeah, so if anything gets in there, it'll get out, and maybe it'll last a little while, because warranties, I know they give you 3 years, but I haven't had good luck with warranties. They want you to jump through hoops, and you know, sometimes people are lucky. I know people that are, lucky as hell. They get the warranty every single time. Me, I never seem to get satisfied with a warranty at all. That's why I have my own electronics workbench here, so that I can fix the stuff that I need to fix, because warranties, I got something right here. Brand new MPPT charge controller. One of the transistors was bad in it. So, yeah, I am the warranty. Anyway, I digress on that. That is the solar lithium-ion trailer breakaway battery and switch. That's my review. Take it as you wish, but like I said, I wouldn't use it until this was at least sealed around here. And like I said, I'm going to drill, not up high, but I'm going to make sure I get down to the lower part of the plastic and drill 2 very, very small holes, maybe 4, I don't know yet, just to let the moisture out. Anyway, y'all have a great evening.